Alright, we are finally freed from Liberia and now I've entered the green-loving Irish. The green-loving Irish with a little spot on their island, little disgusting blob on the island called Ulster or Northern Ireland if you're more political correct. Ireland, known for their beer, Guinness, potatoes, no potatoes, immigration, Britain, Northern Ireland, Ulster, the IRA. Half of those things that I said are negative. I wonder why. But today, as the Irish, we are only bordering one nation. And just so happens that nation to be the United Kingdom, with the greatest city, Slough, being the population center with most I'm gonna get them all outside very soon. But anyways, our only neighbor, the United Kingdom, is one of the world's greatest world powers in the world. But we have one weakness, the French. So this is definitely a great segue to transition to say how to give me your strategy to you. First on, we declare war on the French, called the British into the war of the French. Yada yada yada. Britain gets their entire army destroyed, and France moves into the British mainland, the British Isles. And with that, I will capture not only Britain, I also capture France and Algeria. But unlike Liberia, we have 2 factories and a lot of manpower because we have potatoes now. And plus, very soon, we're going to turn the entire godforsaken British Isles into a potato growing farm. Historically, Ireland was a peaceful country. They love neutrality. They stayed out of World War II besides some helping the British somewhat, like Plan Z. Yeah, they were quite neutral, just like Switzerland with the Nazi gold, and just like Sweden too, with the not Nazi gold, Nazi iron. You probably knew that already because you're all nerds. But today we're gonna change that. Ireland will not be only recognized for St. Patrick's Day. Instead, they are recognized for having potatoes. They don't have no potatoes. Having Britain as their puppets. As a subjects. And also perhaps owning Legoland. Fun fact of LYP. So you know, the capital of Northern Ireland is Belfast. Hopefully I did not get that wrong. Because if I did, Manchester would probably be the capital of the UK then. Alright, my war goal on France has finally finished. It's time for the great reconquest of France. Come on, my British friends. I'll totally not picky off your work. And how do you do this? It's a big drill. Anyways, come on, my British friends. Into France you go. Meanwhile, in the background, the world's most bloody war is happening besides World War II, behind World War II. I'm going to talk about how Guinness. Okay, never mind. We need to move now. Anyways, fall of Britain and now under Irish control. And okay, fall of France liberation of France, you the Irish. We now have an extra 14 factories. It's great, and we have extra manpower. Not a lot of extra manpower, but at least more than Ireland itself. And as you can see here in Northern Lands, don't you ask me why I care so much about the Northern Lands, dear viewer? Why I care so much about the Northern Lands. As you can see here, are the Swedes eating rotten fish and reclaiming their rightful territory of Norway, Sweden. The Danish is casually taking Canada, because why not? Why the hell not? Well, speaking of northern wars and stuff, it's time to get my war going with Denmark. And also call Sweden into this war because I can't bother to actually fight. Not to fight the Danish. I could be bothered to fight them, but I couldn't be bothered to go through this territory, go through Westland without capturing anything. So why not just bring the entire Swedish country down with me? 1936, and the world is going to hell. Just like my other games, but this time it is going to hell worse than usually, since the Lithuanians are basically the Polish Lithuanian Commonwealth. The Danish are smoking some sort of crack. And the USA and Mexicans seem to be playing musical chairs. And yes, Northern Greenland, the world's most useful province there is, generating 0 guns, 0 artillery pieces, 0 nothing, and also 1 manpower per month. What a great province to live in indeed. And as you can see here is the Danish wet dream. I united Scandinavia except of never mind. But I just crushed that Danish wet dream with owning Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. Fighting in the north is actually not really fighting. It's more like getting on the horse and just run. Actually, by the way, that's actually literally what I'm doing currently in Newfoundland, Greenland, Iceland, and also Scandinavia. We're having a little problem here called a war on 2 fronts, which is a little bit undoable for me, a small little minor nation inside the British Isles, which had to go to war, which had to fight 2 divisions in the Westland, which is owned by Denmark, and also yada yada, Danish North America. And oh look, what is this? Curse images? No, maybe. I'll accept. How bad can this be? Okay, speaking of foreshadowing. Screw me, apparently. Okay, disaster stricken. Fall of Britain to the Danes. The second Viking invasion is here. And did you know, the reason why George I died was because he had diarrhea. I'm not joking. Sir, shut up. He did have diarrhea. We were having troubles fighting the Spanish. So instead, to cure us of this trouble, let's ask Mr. Mussolini to come and help us fight this great war against the Spanish. Sorry. All right. Disaster strike again. The Spanish are taking over front. Okay. Yay! Bloody hell. Okay, but at least we have some good news. Is that Canada, most of Canada, besides Quebec, is taken. So I get 32 new factories, which I have nothing to use for them because I have not enough manpower to do anything with them. France liberated with my glorious division that I somehow got from taking the Dutch land here. But with that, I guess Spain is basically screwed. I mean, I'm pretty screwed. So let's bring on the advance and destroy Spain in roughly 2 hours. Or maybe 8 hours. Or maybe I'll destroy in 2 hours. Voila! My empire's back, my friends. Don't worry, my Algerian friends. I may or may not have abandoned you to the Spanish like 2 months ago, but I'm back to liberate you from your hellish owners of Spain. Our legacy is assured and we will endure. We signed a non-aggression pact with the Nazis. That's right, we're collaboration with Nazis. And also, yes, we are hammering Spain. And we're destroying Spain, basically. Alright, there we go. Irish, the perfect world where every single Irish person is returned to the homeland. I hate you, Portugal. You stole my Nigeria, and then stole my Ivory Coast, and then stole my Mauritania, and then stole my... Wait, what? You say it exists. Where is Belgium anyways? Let's wait. There I found it. Found the Belgians. Well, if you're... Okay, now you're at war with Ireland and the Allies. I'm not sure if you actually war with Portugal though. No, okay. Portugal, get in here. There's revenge for you eating my colonies. Things are going A-okay now. Finally, after conquering and bashing someone's head open 8 million times, the Yugoslavians are finally dead. And there we go. A beautiful world where every single nation, basically every single nation that has Irish people inside is united under Ireland. What a great game and what a terrible idea. And also, yes, we're still collaborating with Nazis, just note. So, yeah, goodbye.